The topic of consumer behavior is closely related to psychology, which is the study of human cognition, emotions, and behaviors. Because of the connection with the human mind, this topic starts with lots of whys. Why do consumers like the product? Why only some consumers like the product? Why do consumers behave the way they behave? For example, why some prefer the online channel whereas others prefer physical stores? Why do they switch brands? Why are some consumers willing to pay more for intangible things such as brands? In the marketing domain of psychology, consumer behavior studies psychological factors and the processes behind consumers' decisions. After studying this topic, you will realize that consumers' decisions can be primarily explained by a few common factors, such as the culture that consumers grow up with, the social influences from family, friends, influencers, unique personal characteristics including personalities, and very importantly, motivations. Now let's apply this model to discuss a case scenario related to the consumption of private tuition services. In Singapore, the private tuition industry is a billion-dollar industry. Assume a parent decides to send her child to tuitions after school. Let's analyze why some parents are willing to spend their hard-earned money on something that is not entirely necessary. First, from the cultural side, Singapore is a very competitive society with a meritocratic education system. Under the influence of this cultural background, many parents consider academics the most important aspect for students. From the social side, a parent often faces pressure from other parents or their spouses. On the personal side, a parent may choose a tuition service simply because her child is a bit falling behind in a particular subject, or the parent has a very busy job and she feels guilty that she cannot help her child herself. From the motivation side, the parent may be driven by safety needs because she wants her child to go to good schools, which will increase the chance of employment in the future. Or she may be motivated by the self-esteem need because she wants to show off her child's academic performance. It is also possible that the parent is inspired by the self-actualization needs because she wants her child to realize his full potential and become the best he can be. Among these four factors, we can see that culture acts as something in the background, some influences that affect people almost naturally without knowing its existence. Social comparisons are also very much part of our daily lives, as it's natural for people to compare or be influenced by other people. On the other hand, personal factors and motivations are more specific to each consumer, with each consumer having different backgrounds, personalities, and values. The CB model helps marketers identify the most attractive consumer group or segment and select the most effective communications to reach and connect with this group of consumers. It takes a holistic or 360-degree view of consumers by looking at consumers as individuals rather than just someone with a wallet. This perspective allows marketers to study deeper roots behind behaviors and develop more effective products and communications accordingly.